Is this collecting or just hoarding? So the question is, why do we keep hold of these empty boxes? Now, I have been going through some of my storage bins and it occurred to me I have way too many of these bins just filled with empty cardboard boxes. I have a few of them out here to take a look at. But I will never display these, and I actually haven't seen these since I put them into these storage bins. I have no use for them, and yet I still can't get rid of them. Now, earlier this year, I was going through quite a bad spell mentally, and I was pretty close to selling my collection, and I was actually quite glad to have all these boxes, because obviously when you sell something, if it comes with the original box, you get more money for it. So there is, a reason to hold on to boxes. However, having passed that bad spell, I'm not selling my collection, but I do not want to have so many storage bins taking up space, housing empty cardboard boxes. As I said, small selection here, got a big one here, can't even fit it on the damn table. Castle Grayskull, I mean, it's huge. And as I said, I'm never going to display these boxes, but for some reason I have a hard time getting rid of them. Now, in the case of, say, Transformers, the majority of my collection was done using reissues and knockoffs, and these knockoff boxes are brand new, minty fresh. They are so well done. I'm wondering if it would be in my best interest to actually try and sell these as repro boxes. I have a ton of these. I have the commemorative boxes that are really nice as well. I've got some of the card backs for the mini bots. This is what, Warpath. We've got the Decepticon tapes here, which were reissues. I'm sure someone who doesn't have these would probably love to have these in their collection, so there is the possibility of maybe selling these. More Masters of the Universe. This one contains Stridor, another pretty big box that is doing absolutely nothing. This one is quite ridiculous, actually. If you remember back to last year when I went to the New York Comic Con, I bought a box of these top Star Wars battle plans. Opened them all, but for some reason, because it says Star Wars, I can't bring myself to toss it, which is absolutely ridiculous, because when you think about it, the All Things 80s channel is all about recreating childhood memories from the 80s. And when I was a kid in the 80s, I did not keep hold of cardboard boxes. 9 times out of 10, the packaging was in the garbage before I even got in the house with my new toy. So why I have this insistence on holding on to these boxes is just makes no sense. Now, looking at some vintage boxes, so we got Star Wars, an X-Wing fighter box. It's not in great shape, it's not in terrible shape. Not something I would want to put on display. PDT-8, this box is in horrendous condition. It's falling apart, battered, ripped, torn, and yet I find myself holding on to it. And when I say holding on to it, what I mean is I have it stashed away in a box, in a storage bin somewhere, never to see the light of day. M.a.s.k, a ton of these M.a.s.k boxes. As you know, I got 5, I think it was 5 vehicles from the find in Chile, as well as a few others that I got boxes for. I got quite a few of them, actually. And the funny thing is, if you notice with the M.a.s.k and the Star Wars, there's no plastic window. And yet that wasn't a problem for us back then, but that's a whole other issue. So my question is, and I need your help with this, should I sell what I can and just toss the rest? Because, as I said, it's taking up too much space. Furthermore, in my case, once we get to move, which may be sooner rather than later, hopefully, fingers crossed, It's going to cost a hell of a lot to get all this stuff shipped to Thailand. And obviously, if you keep things boxed, which I was thinking in order to transport them safely, put everything back into their boxes, but think about it, it's going to take up way too much space. And the object is to ship everything in as few boxes as possible to save costs. Let me know in the comments what I should do. I mean, something like this, I can't possibly hold on to this. It's just impractical. And if I'm never going to display them, I don't look at them. They've been stored away for as long as I've had my collection out, which hasn't been that long, granted. But my point is, I don't look at cardboard boxes. I don't display cardboard boxes. But for some reason, I have a hard time getting rid of them, especially when I take a look at this and see the other mini rigs that were available. So yes, also in the comments, let me know if you are like me and have a hard time getting rid of these things. And if you do in fact display your cardboard boxes, I'd be interested to know. But as I said, I don't display cardboard boxes. I will not be displaying cardboard boxes, but I have a ton of cardboard boxes that are taking up too much room and will cause me a lot of headaches in the near future. So should they stay or should they go? Please let me know in the comments. And also let me know if I'm a collector or a hoarder. I think I'm actually a hoarder when it comes to these boxes. They're not serving any purpose, and yet here we are, tons of them taking up space. It's just stupid. So please let me know what I should do. So thank you all for watching. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. See you next time.